Good morning. We are at the Hickory Creek Wilderness. I'm here with Danny and Melissa. We got here late last night. It was too dark to really film anything, but we hiked in about a mile in the dark, found a campsite, and set up camp. It wasn't an established site. We had to find rocks for a fire ring, and we had a nice fire last night, ate dinner, and then at about 9:30 it started to rain. So we went to bed, and it's about 7:30 now, and it's raining again. So I think there's about a 50% chance of rain all day long. So I think we're going to get up and have some breakfast and get on the trail and see how the day goes. Hopefully it doesn't rain all day, but if it does, it'll be all right. While I'm waiting for my water to boil, I want to show you how I set up the duplex last night. Had already gotten too close to this tree. Really didn't think about it until it was time to put down the stake, and I was like, it'll be okay. So, yeah. How's that for ingenuity? So on their last trip, Danny and Melissa, where did you guys go?
Where was that place? Fort. It was in Indiana.
So they went someplace in Indiana, and Melissa tweaked her knee. I'll put a iCard thing to it up on the top. But Melissa tweaked her knee, so we were supposed to go to the Dolly Sods.
State Park in Cincinnati, Ohio.
What was it called?
East Fork State Park in Cincinnati, Ohio, the backpacker loop.
There you have it. So anyway, like I said, check out the iCard, or the thing at the top, whatever that's called. But anyway, so Melissa tweaked her knee, and we were supposed to go to Dolly Sods, and I talked to some other people, talked to Bryce Newbold,
And they were like, if I had an injured knee, I wouldn't want to go there because it's really rocky and muddy. So we came here to the Hickory Creek Wilderness, and yeah, it's beautiful and definitely not as difficult as Dolly Sods terrain-wise. So Melissa's feeling pretty positive that she's going to be able to hike the loop even with a tweaked knee, and we're excited. Look at that. Isn't that weird? Danny has an explanation for this.
Sasquatch pissed on a tree. His urine's toxic to the environment. That's why promote the capturing of Sasquatch and end his plague upon nature.
This trail is beautiful. What are these?
I believe this is a sycamore tree, and these are the seed pods. And so there's ground scattered with these little red guys, and they fall and open up, and more sycamores grow. So if you want to grow a sycamore, just take a seed pod home. We'll leave them here in the forest.
Got an established campsite here. We are probably about 4 miles into the trail. It's a pretty nice little spot.
The newly established campsite, I feel, is superior to this.
Loving that rain suit.
So awesome.
This is the only real elevation change we've seen so far. It's a good sized hill. Down there climbing up it. Just enough to get your heart pumping a little bit. So that sound that you hear is hail. Little tiny pellets of ice falling on our heads.
Drier than rain.
Yeah. Might be time to put on the raincoat. So it started raining. We put away all our camera gear, switched into rain gear, and it stopped pretty much immediately. So, but it's a 50% chance of rain all day, so we're gonna keep going. We'll keep our rain gear on, and right now every time the wind blows we get wet, so we'll see. Those guys. Look at that. Some evidence of Sasquatch being here. I've seen enough episodes of Finding Bigfoot to know that nature couldn't have done that. It had to have been Bigfoot.
Look at the way it perfectly landed on that tree. That was planned.
Right, this is like a sign or something for other Bigfoots.
Real squatchy out here.
Real squatchy. Literally, a minute ago, it was hailing. It's like a horrible game. But I'll take the sunshine.
Sun's out, guns out. Not that way.
The mud here is really bad. But it's the first really bad mud we've had, so. So this area is super echoey. It's weird. Watch. Hey! Did you hear that? Pretty cool.
What's his name for a minute?
So, since lunch, I have tried to record a what has happened since lunch video 4 times. I had to delete 11 months worth of text messages off my phone in order to record, or be able to continue recording. We crossed 3 creeks, or a creek crossing 3 times, 3 different creek crossings. I don't know how you say that, 3 different creek crossings. After the 3rd one, I realized that I forgot my hat. We'd hiked almost a mile, so Danny and Melissa waited here. I ran all the way back, got my hat, ran back here. There's a really nice campsite right there, and now I'm tempted to stop at it I'm not going to. I have my hat. I'm ready to keep going. Well, we made it to camp. It rained for about an hour as we walked here. I got a few shots with the GoPro, but not a lot. It was beautiful, but raining too hard to have my phone out recording. When we got here, it had stopped raining, but as soon as we decided we were going to camp here, it started raining again. So I threw up the duplex really fast, threw all my stuff in, and then helped Danny and Melissa get their stuff set up so that they didn't get everything too terribly wet. To some extent, it was unavoidable. The kind of gear they have, like setting up in the rain, is just difficult. I'm dry. It's rained off and on all day, and I'm pretty happy with how dry I've stayed. I would say that I'm pretty good and warm and dry. The only thing that's not really dry on me are my pant legs, like near my ankles. But otherwise, I'm completely dry. I'm going to change into some warm socks here and set up my bedding and kind of just wait and hope that the rain stops. We'd like to build a fire tonight. Danny and Melissa brought marshmallows to roast. But all of that is contingent on the weather easing up. But yeah, I'm safe and dry on my duplex. And I will check back in with you in a little bit once my bedding's handled and that sort of thing. Looks like I'm having dinner in the tent tonight. Went and hung up the bear bag when it had eased up a little bit. But then it picked right back up. So I'm going to have dinner in the tent. And then hopefully it's going to ease back up. And I'm going to go hang my food. Because this is like legit bear country. But I don't want to really get wet hanging my food either, so. It's supposed to get cold tonight. Forecast said there was a possibility we could wake up to as much as an inch of snow. So it could be an interesting night. It could be a chilly night. Melissa's tent was leaking earlier, but I think we got it figured out, so hopefully we're not going to have to rearrange anything. But we'll see.
Good morning. It's 38 degrees. Rained all night last night. Got really cold. I ended up putting my coat on because my hat kept falling off and I needed the hood to hold it on. We ended up never getting out of our tents, so I've spent about 12 hours in my tent, and my neck hurts a little bit from laying down so much. But it's not raining now, so that's a good sign. We got about a 3 or 4 mile hike out of here, and I'm gonna start some breakfast. So I'll catch you in a little bit.
All right, well, we are back on the trail. It's pretty late in the morning. We took our time getting moving, and it's so cold. So we were pretty slow moving. Danny and Melissa's stuff is all pretty wet. They're a little bit soggy. But we are hiking out. It should be a short hike, so I don't know how much footage there's going to be. Also, my phone is crap, and it doesn't want to stay on in the cold. So I'll do my best to get some more footage, document the last few miles out, but I don't know how successful it's going to be. So, but it's been a beautiful trip, and this place, like this whole place, is just gorgeous. Like look at this. It's just beautiful. So all the people who post negative stuff about this trail, I don't see it, man. I think it's been pretty well marked, and it's gorgeous. I highly recommend this trail. Unless the last 3 miles are terrible, then maybe I'll change my mind. But so far, it's been great.
Trail treasure. These are the worst sunglasses I've ever put on my face.
They look like kids' sunglasses.
They're like Walmart hunting glasses that are splattered with paint.
Nice.
Yeah.
See it.
Hey, I'm gonna put some mylar on my feet.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. This is a good place to do it. That's somewhere to sit.
Yeah, you can't even see through these.
Beautiful.
Danny making his own video here.
Hey there, Frostbeard.
Hey. So we are, I don't know, maybe 2 miles from where we camped, and Melissa's hurting pretty bad. Her feet are like wet and cold and hurting, and her knees bothering her pretty bad. So it's pretty slow moving, but the woods are just so beautiful. So it doesn't hurt that we take extra stops and look around. But yeah, so it's going good. I think we got about another mile left, and we should be to the car, and I'm hungry. I'm ready for some lunch. Haven't done a lot of hiking in these like piney areas. It's pretty awesome. Piney areas are my favorite. I don't know what it is about them. I think I've mentioned this in videos before. But they always feel like home. Alright, this is where we came in and headed north last time. And so we are going to head that way and make our way to the car.
Cool.
We're back to the car. We're gonna go get some greasy food and head home. Thanks for following.